Clear with what is plague bonus? Now, please understand, the workers are saying that this should continue. Owners are saying plague has ended and we will not give you bonus anymore. Again, who comes here? Gandhiji arrives. Okay, one more thing I should tell you. Owners are ready to give 20%, whereas the demand is 50%. After coming, what does Gandhiji say? Gandhiji says, don't ask 50%, rather ask 35%. Number two, Gandhiji says, go on a strike. Now, all of you tell me, am I correct when I say first strike by Gandhiji in India? All of you tell me, is this clear that this is the first strike by Gandhiji? Of course, remember guys, when you are on a strike, always be non-violent. Later, this only is turned into first hunger strike. Why? Because negotiations were not going good, and in order to pressurize the owners, Gandhiji turned it into a hunger strike. So guys, do you see first hunger strike by Gandhiji? All of you tell me, does it not put pressure on the factory owners? All of you tell me, does it not put pressure on the factory owners? Because if anything happens to Gandhiji, who is responsible? Factory owners. So guys, they are now ready to take it to what? Tribunal. Tribunal means, let's come together, let's sit together, let's discuss. What do you want? Okay, we will give you this. Okay, you take that much. What does this tribunal say? 35% wage hike is correct. 35% wage hike is absolutely correct. Remember, Gandhiji has a support of Anusuya Bain. And who is she? She is sister of Ambalal Sarabhai. Nothing has been mentioned what happened to plague bonus. It's not mentioned. Anyone in the class, can you tell me who was Ambalal Sarabhai? Prashant, we will study that later. Anyone in the class, can you tell me who exactly is Ambalal Sarabhai? Owner, I understand. Hema is absolutely correct. Please let me tell you, this man, he is the father of famous scientist Vikram Sarabhai. Those who know this, he is of course the friend of Gandhiji, father of Vikram Sarabhai, and remember, he is the person who gave money. He gave money for Sabarmati Ashram also. So he helped Gandhiji for Sabarmati Ashram. Everyone, those who attended Ahmedabad mill strike from point one, is there anything that you did not understand? Guys, there will not be any point beyond this. You go in any book, they cannot tell you anything beyond this. So let me show you this slide. And again, I have made the notes for you. Am I clear? Crystal clear? Ahmedabad is in Gujarat, guys. Where is Ahmedabad? Ahmedabad is in Gujarat. And we are around 1917 at this point. After this thing. So see here. I'll repeat this once again. This time, both of them are Indians, unlike Champaran. So that's why there is a big trouble. But then Gandhiji will support whom? Workers. Gandhiji came where? To Ahmedabad. What is the reason for this? The owners are saying they will not give plague bonus. Workers are saying give us this hike because the inflation is high because of World War I. Owners are saying we will give you only this much of hike. As you all can see, 35% increment. Gandhiji is saying let's demand for that. Don't demand 50%. And Gandhiji says let's go for a strike. As you all can say, first strike by Gandhiji in India. All of you tell me, is this not the first strike by Gandhiji? I told you, Dorasni, 1917. Now, Gandhiji is advising the workers that you will, remember, be non-violent. Aisha, tell me, did Gandhiji do any strike in Champaran? So why are you asking Champaran was not the first? When did I say that in Champaran there was any strike? Now, negotiations when they failed. No, see, in Champaran there is no talk about, I would say, your, what do you say, any strike. Now remember, when these negotiations they failed or it was not going properly, it was made into fast up to death. As you all can see, this puts pressure on whom? This puts pressure on the owners, and they are agreeing that we will take it to what? To talks, to a tribunal. Guys, anyone who does not understand tribunal, you will be taught this. Don't worry about this. You know, in your polity or your governance, this will be taught to you. So don't worry about that. Now, one lady, Anusuya Bain, she is on the side of Gandhiji here and against her own brother. And courts have decided 35% wage hike at this point of time. There is simply one small mistake that I have done here, and let me rectify that. Guys, it's 1918. I wrote 1917. It's 1918. Pratik CDM. Am I clear? Ahmedabad mill strike is 1918. Is everyone clear with Ahmedabad mill strike? Great. Lieutenant means supporter. See, if some of you who are asking for only the meanings of the words, please ask in the doubt section. No, Ambalal Sarabhai is a good person. He's a businessman. There will always be issues between businessmen and the workers. It does not mean he's not a good person. All of you, please understand, for you people, doubt section has been created. You know, I'm getting messages from subject matter experts. It becomes again problematic. Please ask your doubts in the doubt section. Everyone, Third movement, Kheda. Heard this name? Anyone? Have you heard this name? It is in modern day Gujarat. It's in modern day Gujarat. It's a small district, Kheda. Now, all of you, tell me the reason for this. What is the reason here as far as Kheda is concerned? See here. Crops have failed. Guys, there is a drought-like situation. Of course, the plague type situation was also there. And all this has resulted that the crops have failed. Now, all of you tell me, if the crops have failed and you all are the peasants, will you be able to pay or give the revenue? No. And guys, according to a British law, if the crop or yield is less than 1/4, this should have been suspended. That is, if your crops have failed by that much, you should not be paying revenue. But the farmers are being forced. Who is forcing? British. They are forcing. Otherwise, property will be taken. If you don't pay the taxes, Britishers are saying, we will take your property. Now, everyone tell me, who comes again here? Who comes again here? And guys, who meets Gandhiji here? Who is now going to work with Gandhiji? Vallabhbhai Patel. Remember, a lawyer by profession. He meets Gandhiji. So guys, actually, Gandhiji is only the leader on paper. Actually, the leader of this movement is none other than Vallabhbhai Patel. Now, he, along with others, they ask farmers not to pay taxes. Guys, he will leave his law practice. I told you he's a lawyer by profession. He will leave his work. Please understand, all of you, let me show you here. See, all of you understand. I have written Sardar Patel here, but please remember, many of you are writing it wrong. Sardar title was given during Bardoli Satyagraha. Always remember, not during this time. Bardoli Satyagraha will happen around 1926. So please remember, Sardar title was given by the women, but way later, not right now. All of you understand, don't, I have written Sardar Patel just to tell this here. So always at this moment, so he is not Sardar Patel. He's simply Vallabhbhai Patel right now. He will become Sardar Patel after a few years. Everybody, am I clear with this point? Am I clear? And you can see those who may not understand this, lawyer. He is a lawyer by profession. So, I mentioned one name. I mentioned one name here, V.V. Patel. Another very prominent name is Indulal Yagnik. Guys, did we ever study about this name? Have we ever seen this name Indulal Yagnik before? Have we seen this name earlier? When? When did we see, if anybody is mentioning? Yes. Anu, Kavna. Kavna, which newspaper? Okay, those who attended Saturday's class, we saw this name during Home Rule League also. He was carrying out the newspapers. Ultimately, British, they are forced to suspend the taxes, reduce the rate of the taxes, and return all the property that might have been confiscated. Am I clear, everyone? So if anyone has any doubt here, let me show you here. All of you, Khera district, where? Gujarat. What has happened? Crops have failed. And according to the revenue code of British government, if yield is less than 1/4 of the normal, farmers will get remission. That is, no collection of taxes will happen. But the government here is not doing that. Instead, they are threatening that if you don't pay the taxes, we will confiscate your property. Again, who comes here? Gandhiji. But he is only a leader on paper. Actually, guys, who is the leader? Other people like Sardar Patel, Narhari Parikh, he was there in Champaran also. Similarly, these people, and of course, Indulal Yagnik, they have gone to different villages and they have brought together the different caste communities and everybody is supporting them. As you can see, government was forced to suspend the tax, reduce the increase of taxes and return all the confiscated properties at this point of time. All of you always remember one thing. How many of you had attended 10th module, the peasant movements? All of you tell me, can we not add Champaran and Khera to that? All of you. Tell me, did we not study Champaran and Khera? Boicha, there was only one class and it had to be done. Isn't it? We have studied this Champaran and Khera. Shalu, I gave you a very simple instruction. Please ask your doubt in doubt section. You cannot, because that is affecting the flow also. Champaran and Khera. So add it to their peasant movements. Everyone. We have already studied in economic history also one Deccan Slide movement. Guys, a very interesting topic I'm starting. Very, very interesting, and perhaps the last topic before I give you the break. How many of you have studied or do you know anything about Rowlatt Act? Good. If all of you focus for next 10 minutes, I will make the best notes and in the simplest manner, I will explain this to you. All of you see here. First thing, which year? Okay. Next, what is the original name of this? Guys, the original name of this is Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act 1919. Revolutionary, Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act 1919. So some of you will say, then sir, why are we calling it Rowlatt Act? Because the person who headed this, his name was Sidney Rowlatt, and he was the head of a sedition committee. Everyone, am I clear till here? When did it come? What is the names? Why it is called Rowlatt Act? Because it is named after Sidney Rowlatt. Now guys, a very simple question to you people. What is the need of this law? All of you understand? What is the need of this law? See, World War I has ended. And with that, Defense of India Act 1915 has also ended. Now all of you tell me, if any one of you is a revolutionary, how will the government contain you? How will the government arrest you? So remember, to investigate any seditious means Deshdroh, any seditious conspiracy, this law was needed. Now all of you remember, why is this law so bad? All of you, why is this law so bad? Because I can arrest Ramesh. All of you understand? Ramesh can be arrested on the charges of sedition only on one ground, that is, I am having some suspicion on Ramesh, and he can be arrested without any trial, and we can put him in jail for 2 years. All of you tell me, do you understand? I'm repeating this again. Why this law is bad? This law is bad because Ramesh can be arrested merely on charges of sedition on suspicious grounds without conducting any trial, and he can be jailed for 2 years. For example, why did I arrest Ramesh? Because I was suspicious, because Ramesh was laughing. Why did I arrest Divesh? Because Divesh was crying. Why did I arrest Pranay? Because Pranay was sitting. Are bhai. Guys, law is not properly defined. Anyone can be suspicious of anyone based on any point. So all of you tell me a simple point. Don't you think this law is suspending your habeas corpus? Habeas corpus, you understand? Present day polity, Article 32 of your what? Fundamental rights. Guys, don't you think this is habeas corpus? Your habeas corpus is being suspended. Now some of you will say that, sir, can I not go? Can I not go to the higher courts? Guys, you can go to the higher courts. Can you go to the higher courts? All of you, tell me, can you go to the higher courts? No. And that's why no appealing is allowed. And tell me, everyone, what is the tagline of this? All of you, tell me, what is the tagline? Absolutely no appeal, no dalil, no vakil. That means you cannot go to a higher court, you cannot give any argument, you cannot use any lawyer. Everyone, am I clear with this? And let me show you who all were arrested at this point, who all resigned at this moment. Jinnah, he was a member of the Legislative Council. He resigned. Similarly, Mazharul Haq, Madan Mohan Malviya, they all resigned at this point of time. Everyone, is Rowlatt Act clear? Okay, great. Let me show you. Okay, one thing I forgot. All of you, one thing I forgot. Let me tell you. See which year it came. Same year, government gave GOI Act 1919, Montagu Chelmsford. So all of you remember, this was a carrot and Rowlatt Act appeared to be a stick. So carrot is what? We have studied it earlier. Reward. Stick is what? Everyone, those who are asking, why did they resign? Guys, their resign is because they are protesting against this law. Am I clear? All of you, is this slide, will it act as your notes or not? Can it act as your notes? So let me show you whatever is pending. You can see same year, which is constitutional reforms, which is a carrot. Same year, Rowlatt Act, also known as. Everyone tell me, should you remember this name? All of you tell me, should you remember the original name or will Rowlatt Act be okay? See everyone, please remember this. What will happen is that they may ask you a question by writing Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act and you might not be knowing it then. Then it will become a problem. You all can see this is based on a sedition committee appointed by British Indian government under Sir Sidney Rowlatt, who is a English judge. Now, I don't have to say this was passed by the Imperial Legislative Council in Delhi in order to extend the previous law because World War I had ended and this was no longer there. You are going to investigate any seditious conspiracy which the Indian people might have planned. Now, all of you, you can be arrested on the charges of sedition. merely on the suspicious ground, without any trial, and could be put behind the bar for 2 years. This way, your habeas corpus has been suspended. You could be put behind the bar. So you all can see, only merely on the charges of treason, mere suspicion. I told you, I can be suspicious of anything. Merely on suspicion, I am putting you behind the bar. Guys, when there is so much of power, don't you think the power will be misutilized? All of you tell me. Don't you think the police could misuse the power? Why? Because, guys, this is a bad law. What is suspicious? Someone is laughing, someone is crying, someone is not talking to me. Anything can be suspicious. And see, the slogan is what? No appeal, no dalil, no wakil. Dalil means argument. This is the Urdu word. Appeal and wakil is again lawyer. And resigned these people in protest of this bad law. Everyone, am I clear with, rather say, with the, Rowlatt Act of 1919? Now, everyone, if tomorrow you get see, I'm asking you a very simple question. Though you have not studied part 2, I'm giving you a practice question. Guys, see here. Is this question clear? See, this is a practice question. Guys, is this question clear? See, I did not name the law, but I'm asking you to write, of course, about the Rowlatt Act, which we just now studied, and Montfort, which we shall study after some time. Because you can see, carrot, stick. Carrot is what? Montfort. Stick is what? Rowlatt. And under this only one line can be given to your Jallianwala Bagh massacre also. The year 1919 was very important from the perspective of the Indian history, as the British policy of carrot and stick was in full display. Comment. Everyone, can you write once we are done with, one line on Jallianwala Bagh will not hurt you. Okay, great. So 10 minutes and then I'll give you a break. All of you tell me, what is the view of Gandhiji? Everyone tell me, when Rowlatt Act is being passed, what is Mr. Gandhi saying? What is his view? Somebody was continuously writing. Musharraf has again written. Gandhiji says this is a black act. Gandhiji's view is that just because one or two people may have done something wrong does not mean you punish everyone. And then Gandhiji says, against this, I'm going to do satyagrah against the Rowlatt Act. Gandhiji is very clear. I'm going to do a satyagrah at this point of time. I'm going to protest against this bad law. And all of you can see Gandhiji is doing his first strike. Am I correct when I say first strike? Am I correct when I say first strike? No, because I should have said this is his first all India strike. And now am I correct or not? All of you tell me. Now am I correct or not that this is his first all India strike on 6th April 1919? Because you all have studied Gandhiji's first strike was where? Ahmedabad. Now whatever Gandhiji is doing is his pan-Indian strike. Strike might be, hartal. Now all of you understand. When did Jallianwala Bagh happen? All of you tell me, when did Jallianwala Bagh happen? Rani, absolutely correct. Within 7 days, that is on 13th April